talk a good game when the weather is fine, but they crumble in the dust when they cross the line. Weight on the shoulder, grit in the teeth, digging up the truth that was buried beneath. Dust and brass, hitting like a truck. I don't need a blessing, I don't need luck. Walking through the desert with a heavy stride. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Mirage on the horizon, playing with the mind. I lead the weak visions and the fakes behind. Every single step, making craters in the dirt. They tryna look tough, but I know it hurts. Some beating down, burning out the weak. I don't need to shout, I don't even speak. The presence is enough to make the pillars fall. Dust and brass, hitting like a truck. I don't need a blessing, I don't need luck. Walking through the desert with a heavy stride. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. The light, moving like a phantom in the middle of the night. I see the hesitation, I can smell the fate. One wrong move is all it's gonna take. Ice in the veins, freezing up the track. Once I step inside, ain't no turning back. Laser precision, cutting through the dark. Every single syllable leaving a mark. Zero distractions, strictly to the bone. Sitting in the dark, ruling on the throne. Cut the noise, narrow down the frame. I'm the only predator hunting in this game. No empathy, no mercy in the blood. Watching all the hypocrites drowning in the mud. Calculated steps, mathematically cold. Breaking every story that they ever told. Sliding through the grid, lethal and precise. Everybody gotta pay the ultimate price. No blind spots, got eyes in the back. Ready for the counter, ready for attack. They moving in slow motion, stuck inside the glue. I'm already finished before they even knew. Breathing slow, watch the target lock. I don't need a warning, I don't watch the clock. Tick tock, the pressure's gonna burst. I've been expecting the absolute worst. Slide, dip, duck, move. I dictate the rhythm, I dictate the groove. Ghost in the machine, shadow on the wall. I don't feel the gravity, I never fall. Calculated breathing, steady with the aim. Burning up the script, resetting the frame. Cut the noise, narrow down the frame. I'm the only predator hunting in this game. No empathy, no mercy in the blood. Watching all the hypocrites drowning in the mud.
No retreat, foot heavy on the gas. Shattering the limit, breaking through the glass. Adrenaline pumping, tearing up the vein. Welcome to the center of the hurricane. I don't feel the fatigue, I don't feel the burn. Every single lesson is a scar I earn. Pushing past the red line, blowing up the dial. I've been surviving in the wild for a while. Pushing to the edge, pushing to the red. Waking up the monster, sleeping in the head. Break the asphalt, shatter the ground. Nothing gonna stop this thunderous sound. Overdrive engine, burning up the street. I'm the absolute force they can never be. Speed 5, energy unchained. Taking back the territory that I claimed. Every single rap is a crack in the floor. Give me the maximum, man. Give me some more. Sweat
in my tread. Not a single word needs to be said. I watch the skyline slowly bend. They running in circles, I dictate the end. No rush, no panic in my veins. I hold the leash, I hold the chains. Walking through the night, absolute zero. Don't need the savior, don't play the hero. Watch the shadows bow to the quiet sound. I own this silence, I own this ground. Neon flickering against the glass, I let the static in the rumors pass. Every step calculated, cold and deep, while the rest of the city puts itself to sleep. Eyes open wide in the dark, leaving a permanent mark. No sweat on the brow, just control. Swallowing the room, taking the whole. Walking through the night, absolute zero. Don't need the savior, don't play the hero. Watch the shadows bow to the quiet sound. I own this silence, I own this ground.
Synthetic smile of the face, no auto-tune, no digital disguise. Just a cold hard pavement and a cold hard eyes. Concrete scars written on the skin. I don't play the game if I'm not gonna win. They polish up the surface but the core is weak. I bring the heavy silence when the cowards speak. Scraping off the rust, feeling every bump. They acting like a king but they play the chump. My knuckles getting heavy, my vision getting tight. I'm the only real monster breathing in the night. The grim rhythm knocking at the door. They don't make them like this anymore. Spitting out the venom, swallowing the pain, washing off the dirt in the freezing rain. Stand up straight, look 'em in the eye. Concrete scars written on the skin. I don't play the game if I'm not gonna win. They polish up the surface but the core is weak. I bring the heavy silence when the cowards speak.
Step in the room, the temperature drops. I don't play the game, I run the clocks. They talking loud but their voices crack. I'm dressed in shadow, fading to black. Obsidian rule, heavy and slow. I decide when the river gonna flow. No flex, no act, just the raw way. Locking the doors and sealing the gate. see right through the mask and the paint. You looking for a sinner, looking for a saint, but I'm just the consequence, standing right here, feeding on the quiet, tasting the fear. Every breath I take shifts the air, a king in the dark without a throne or a chair. Look in the mirror, what do you see? Nothing but the ghost standing next to me. I swallowed the hype, I shattered the glass, watch the fake empires crumble and pass. Obsidian grew heavy and slow. I decide when the river gonna flow. No flex, no act, just the raw way. Locking the doors and sealing the gate. Tension thick, cutting like a blade, watching every move that they ever made. I don't leave a footprint, I leave a scar, pulling down the orbit of the closest star. Cold blood, sharp mind, clear view, I'm the only truth that they ever knew. Steel pulse beating in the dead of night. I don't need a weapon, I just need the light. Every shadow shifting when I call the name. Nothing left to lose when you own the game. Echo in the concrete, whisper in the wire. Walking through the smoke, but I started the fire. No apologies, no second guess. I thrive in the middle of the empty mess. Watch the skyline break, watch the giants wake. I don't hesitate. Steel pulse beating in the dead of night. I don't need a weapon, I just need the light. Every shadow shifting when I call the name. Nothing left to lose when you own the game. Watch the illusion crack, watch the color fade. Standing in the center of the mess they made. Talking about the top, but they stuck below. I control the current, I dictate the flow. Venom drip, slow and precise. Blind in the room, turning fire to ice. No sudden moves, just the gravity shift. Only the monsters making it out alive. Yeah. I see the panic hiding behind the teeth, trying to act holy, playing the saint beneath. But the pressure building, closing up the walls. Every fake empire eventually falls. Narrow the vision, cut out the noise, separating the kings from the boys. I don't preach, I just deliver the end, breaking every rule that they trying to bend. Venom drip, slow and precise. Blind in the room, turning fire to ice. No sudden moves, just the gravity shift. Only the monsters making it out alive. Tracks in the dark, grinding the gears, feeding the engine, starving the fears. Every step heavy, cracking the floor. I don't just knock, I break it down the door. System overload, circus gonna snap. Ain't no way out of this iron trap. Rap, 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 rap. Iron grip, closing around the throat. Watching the ashes beautifully float. Mechanical heart, 0% grace. Leaving no evidence, leaving no trace. They run in the maze, looking for the light. I swallowed the sun, I swallowed the night. Friction and heat, tearing the seam. Waking them up from the synthetic dream. No negotiation, no compromise. Look at the truth burning inside the eyes. I set the standard, I draw the line. Iron grip, closing around the throat. Watching the ashes beautifully float. Mechanical heart, 0% grace. Leaving no evidence, leaving no trace. Go dim, the arena is clear. Nobody left to witness, nobody left to cheer. I don't do it for the applause, I do it for the soul. Every single piece of me is finally whole. Looking at the mirror, looking at the ghost. I became the very thing that they feared the most. No more words to speak, the silence is loud. I stand entirely alone, elevated from the crowd. The echo of the iron slowly fades away. I survived the darkness, I brought the day. This is the final word, etched in the stone. I leave the battlefield, walking home alone. Everything I promised, everything I swore, I locked the heavy gate and I closed the door. Breathing getting steady, pulse is slowing down. I took off the armor, I took off the crown. The legacy is planted deep inside the earth, a beautiful destruction leading to the birth. They will tell the stories when the winter comes. They will feel my presence in the beating of the drums. But I am just a shadow blending in the night, fading out of vision, fading out of sight. No regrets, no surrender, only the absolute truth to remember. The work is done. I gave it all, every drop of the vein. I conquered the mountain, I conquered the pain. Now I dissolve back into the air. I am everywhere and I am nowhere. Let the silence settle, let the dust sleep. I have ancient promises that I gotta keep. Close the final chapter, turn the final page. This is the final word, etched in the stone. I leave the battlefield, walking home alone. Everything I promised, everything I swore, I locked close the door.
Midnight drift, burning rubber on the edge. Shadows moving fast, balancing on the ledge. Pitch black vision glowing red in the eye. Watch the whole city as it multiplies. I don't touch the brake, strictly pushing the gas. Leaving all the ghosts in the smoke as I pass. Heartbeat sinking to the 808 drum. I am the apocalypse, the kingdom has come. Demons in the backseat telling me to ride. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Slide through the dark, cutting like a knife. Gambling with the soul, gambling with the life. I on the street, I on the night. Swallowing the sun, swallowing the light. Nothing around the corner, gravity is a joke. Every single word is a spell that I spoke. Deep in the frequency, vibrating the bones. Sitting in the driver's seat, claiming the throne. They tryna catch up, but they're stuck in the mud. I got the hot octane, mixing with the blood. Subwoofers knocking till the window shatter. Nothing but the speed and the power gonna matter.
Slow down time, watch the tires spin. I don't play the game unless I'm guaranteed to win.
Hypnotic rhythm taking over the mind. neck, leaving every opponent in an absolute wreck. Hypnotized, paralyzed, looking at the stare. I'm spreading like a virus in the midnight air. No rules, no laws, strictly survival. I just killed the last remaining rival. Dark, dark, cutting like a knife, gambling with the soul, gambling with the light. I am the street, street. I am the night, night. Swallowing the sun, swallowing the light, 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 light. No, 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 what the? Feel the vibration coming up from the floor. I'm the earthquake shaking up the core. They're looking for a way out, looking for the door, but I just locked it down and I'm asking for more. Chest cavity battling, shaking the bone. I built this empire, I'm sitting on the tone, dark energy pulsing, filling up the room. I'm the architect building up the tomb. Hold the breath, wait for the drop. Ain't nobody here that can make me stop. Subwoofer soul, breaking the cage, unlocking the beast right out of the cage. Everything vibrates, everything shakes. I'm taking back everything that the world takes. Push you in the air, thick like smoke. Every single promise that the enemy broke. I'm collecting the dead, I'm making them pay. Wiping out the obstacles out of my way. Neon flesh and red, the system overload. I'm the king of the jungle, the king of the road. I don't need to speak, I let the bass talk. Walking through the fire with a heavy walk. Drop it down low for the impact. Ain't no fiction here, just a cold fact. Let the bass line swallow the light. Rhythm taking over, taking control. Digging right down deep into the soul. Unstoppable force, beating the wall. I'm the only giant that is never gonna fall. Smash the perimeter, break the defense. Everything I do is perfectly intense. Dominating the frequency, ruling the way. Subwoofer soul, breaking the gauge, unlocking the beast right out of the cage. Everything vibrates, everything shakes. I'm taking back everything that the world takes. Onslaught coming raining from the sky. Look the grim reaper directly in the eye. No hesitation, no second, no waste. I give him the venom, I give him the taste. Breaking the chronometer, stopping the time. Every single move is a beautiful crime. I'm fully loaded, ready to ignite. Bringing a salute terror into the night. Red line cross, danger ahead. I'm waking up everything that was dead. Total onslaught, nowhere to run. I'm blocking the moon, I'm blocking the sun. Relentless attacks, 0% yield. I'm the only gladiator left on the field. Breathing no fire, sweating out ice. Rolling the bone, rolling the dice. I already knew I was taking the crown. I'm burning the fake sanctuaries down. Listen to the rhythm, it's beating so fast. Leaving every challenger stuck in the past. I'm a war machine, strictly by design. Everything you thought you owned is now mine. Breathe in the smoke
exhale the fear. The apocalypse is finally here. Stand your ground or get washed away.
Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Click, click, click. Click, click, boom, shatter the glass. I'm stepping on the gas, I'm making it fast. No camouflage, standing in the plain sight. Winning every battle, winning every fight. I don't need an army, I'm a one-man war. I settle the debt, I settle the score. Pushing it, breaking it, tearing the flesh. I burn it all down to start it up fresh. Total onslaught, nowhere to run. I'm blocking the moon, I'm blocking the sun. Relentless attack, 0% yield. I'm the only gladiator left on the field.
Get me in the. Get me in the. Yeah. Yeah. Dust settling down, the battlefield is quiet. I am the aftermath, the center of the riot. Standing on the peak, looking at the ruin. I finished the work that they were merely doing. No more challenges, the shadows bow down. I don't need the gold, I wear an ash crown. Every drop of sweat turned into cold stone. Sitting in the silence, claiming the throne. Look at the empire built on the pain. I washed away the weakness in the acid rain. Crown of ash, heavy on the head. Waking up the spirit that was sleeping with the dead. I hold the scepter, I dictate the law. Leaving every spectator frozen in awe. Frozen in awe. I survived the fire, I survived the cold. Writing out the legend that would never be sold. Scars on the armor, trophies of the war. I already forgot what I was fighting for. It's just the instinct, the nature of the beast. I'm the only predator invited to the feast. Organ notes ringing, shaking up the glass. I'm watching the centuries momentarily pass. The war is over, but the king remains. I broke the lock and I shattered the chains. Breathe in the victory, exhale the past. Step by step, heavy on the ground. I'm the only ruler that the universe found. No negotiations, history is written. Every single snake in the garden got bitten. Magnificent silence, perfect and deep. I earned the right to eternally sleep, but I stand awake, guarding the domain. I am the hurricane, I am the rain. Crown of ash, heavy on the head. Waking up the spirit that was sleeping with the dead. I hold the scepter, I dictate the law. Leaving every spectator frozen in awe. Frozen in awe. Frozen in awe. dollar turned into a diamond. I'm the apex mountain that I kept on climbing. Listen to the chorus singing out the name. Nothing in this world will ever be the same. I forged the iron, I melted down the steel, making every opponent involuntarily kneel. This ain't arrogance, this is just the truth. I traded my pain for eternal youth.
Raise the banner high, let it catch the wind. This is where the new era will begin. The king has returned to claim what is his.
Yo, no more shadows, no more disguise. Look at the absolute conviction in my eyes. I broke the ceiling, I shattered the dome. I walked through the hell just to make it to my home. Now I stand tall, monument to stone. Never to be broken, never overthrown. The legacy cemented, written in the sky. I am the limit, I am the high.
Golden horizon, setting the sky on fire. Pulling the destiny higher and higher. I claim the glory, I claim the space. Absolute sovereign of the human race.
Bag on the shoulder, walking out the frame. Nothing left to prove, played the perfect game. Cold air hitting on the sweat on the skin, washing out the devil that was hiding within. Street lights humming with a yellow neon glow. Nowhere left to rush, taking it slow. City looks peaceful when you're looking from the top. I finally let the spinning of the compass stop. Mind is completely clear, muscle turn to lead, silenced all the noisy demons in the head. Fade to black, let the screen go dark. I left my signature, I left my mark. Now it's just me and the midnight breeze, putting all the chaotic energy to ease. Footsteps echoing down the empty street, enjoying the rhythm of the solitary beat. Tomorrow is a phantom, yesterday is gone. I'm just existing in the moment till the dawn. No more heavy lifting, gravity is light. Everything I look at is completely right. The ritual is finished, the temple is closed. Living in the truth and nobody exposed. Exhale the tension, drop the weight. I am the master of my own state. Peace in the chaos. Looking at the stars hiding in the smog. Walking through the mist, walking through the fog. I reset the system, I clear out the cache. Rising like a phoenix right out of the ash. But for now I'm resting, sinking in the deep. Letting the exhaustion put me right to sleep. Mission accomplished, beautifully done. Fade to black, let the screen go dark. I left my signature, I left my mark. Now it's just me in the midnight breeze, putting all the chaotic energy to ease. in the pain. City looks like pixels fading in the rear. I'm the only signal coming through loud and clear. Neon silence, riding on the grid, burying the secrets that the timeline hid. Cruising in the dark with a steady hand, king of the ruins in the plastic land. Digital ghosts, trying to catch my pace. I leave them all behind in the empty space. Calculated moves strictly by design. Everything I see is already mine. Neon silence, riding on the grid, burying the secrets that the timeline hid. Cruising in the dark with a steady hand, king of the ruins in a plastic land. Accelerate, let the system crash. Turn the synthetic kingdom into ash. No looking back, just a forward drive.